Greetings, travelers. I'm Funky Cold. This is Project Diablo 2 Season 8 Depravity. Closed beta testing. We'll be showing a cold arrow Amazon in the form of a few builds. For this build, this is the build that I used in Season 7 to carry my Zon to 99. So I use an Ice Runeword and a Matriarchal Bow. Matriarchal Bow has the fastest base weapon speed. Chains of Honor for your +2 and res, also some defensive stats. Kira's, also defensive stats, res, and more Cold Pierce. I used Crescent Moon here for the increased attack speed. You'll notice I do have 50 total IAS. That'll push us at the max breakpoint once we're in the map with the Merc's Fanaticism. This is closed beta, so we're unable to simulate any slammed items here, so I had to squeeze in the IAS here. If the attack speed wasn't an issue, you can use a Bloodcraft amulet or just Amara's. 220 quivers here, Silkweed's here for mana after each kill, your skill rings, Snow Clash for +2 skills, and Frosty's for the -10. I've tried 220 gloves, but the Frosties do more damage. It is handy to have the 220 gloves in stash anyway, just in case you roll a map with -20 attack speed mod. So for the Merc, it's an A3 prayer Merc. You'll notice I didn't have any life after each kill here, so A3 prayer adds life per hit. Beast for Fanaticism, that'll bring you to your max increased attack speed, breakpoint, and Exile for more defense and PDR. These are just survival pieces. PDR, MDR here, here, and here. You'll also see cannot be frozen here. You could change this out for a +2 helmet, but he's okay. It'll be alright there. And just Mage Fists for faster cast rate. And then here in the Charm inventory, you'll see a healthy balance between Grand Charms and Cold Skill damage increases. As she stands now, she's at 68% Mastery and 60% Cold Pierce. You'll be able to tune your damage as you see fit. So here we're at the top end of 15815, but if I changed out one of the Grand Charms to another stack of 4%ers, it's down to 15808, which is only a 7 damage difference, right? But that does open up a slot for another small charm here. So back to 15815. We'll switch that out for another Grand Charm, and that brings us down to 15753, right? So you can do your calculations or do the testing yourself to see how you see fit, and just to make sure you're getting the most out of your character. So this is a cold build. We'll be running Swords. Swords is probably the safest. Thrones has, your archers and whatnot, so on and so forth.
I can't.
Oh, and before we get into it, skills, main is Cold Arrow. Cold Arrow was nerfed in that its synergies only add 20% per skill rather than 22% like it did in Season 7. So Cold is your mastery, or Cold is your primary. Ice and Magic are your synergies. I maxed Pierce because it's nice to have the 100% projectile Pierce pretty much on all ranged Amazon builds, right? Since she's Cold Arrow and the Merc is Cold Arrow, I use Valkyries to take out the cold immunes. If life after each kill or any life sustain isn't an issue, you can swap out your cold Merc and use an A1 Merc or A5, whatever the case may be. But this is what we're running with for now. Once you're strong with once you're strong enough with cold arrow, you're able to just spam cold arrow. But you can use ice arrow or freezing arrow as kind of a support function to freeze any of the mobs, right? This is where the 100% pierce comes in handy. So I think you get the gist of it. We'll show you how she does in Malvina's set. Again, 68 mastery here, 60 mastery, or pierce, 60 pierce. So another interesting weapon to use is Wizard Draw. This can max at 6 sockets, so you can push 6 total facets with a base of 20 to 35 minus cold resistance, right? So you can see the damage there. 85 elemental pierce. You could put on hustle and try to push the IAS breakpoints there, but you kind of lose out on the plus skills. So you can see it. It's slower, but it's hitting the 6-figure DPS mark easier. I win the roll. Just a quick demo with the Wizard Draw. And now for Mavs. Mavs is stronger, I'd say, but a fully faceted Mavs is 11 total facets, so that is one thing to consider as you're progressing through the build. So Mavs here, and I think I'll be short 1 or 2 points in IAS. So keep the High Lords handy, and that'll bring us there. You'll see 18639, but she gets stronger with more Grand Charms. So 18707, 18705, right? So again, it's nice to have that open slot for the small charms. She's still at max res. Lose a little bit of PDR. That's where the exile comes into play. And she's at 82 mastery and 55 pierce. But it's 18705, right? Sheet damage is 22k, as opposed to, what was it, 16k in the Ice Runeword. See, still nice little damage. So Mavs is stronger, but again, you're using 11 facets, right? So, again, with the no slams, you could slam IAS somewhere here, and then add a +2 amulet here, a Bloodcraft or a Mars. That'll take care of that. Let's do cows real quick. So, kind of low density on all those. Cold absorb, fire absorb. There you have it. That was just a quick showcase of a few builds for Caldero. So yes, Caldero was nerfed, but she's still pretty strong. So it's up to you to, gear up as you see fit, or whatever you find use along the way, right? So, all right. I hope this helps. Hope to see you guys next season.